This place held hundreds of men, yet today, a woman had been brought in. The news excited everyone. These people were trapped in a massive maze. Every morning, the maze's entrance opened like clockwork, giving them a chance to enter and search for a way out. But after 3 years, no one had succeeded. At night, the entrance would close automatically, and the growls of monsters could be heard from within. A team of the fastest runners, called the Runners, was formed to search for an exit daily. The rest stayed behind, planting crops and maintaining life inside the maze. There was also a mysterious passage within the maze. Every month, it delivered a person and supplies. Everyone brought here had their memories wiped clean. A few days ago, Thomas had arrived. He was stunned by the towering walls surrounding him. Albie, the leader here, explained everything to Thomas. Soon, Thomas saw 2 people running out of the maze's entrance. Curiosity got the better of him, and he wanted to get closer to watch. But by then, the maze entrance had already started closing, and the entire maze began to move. Later, Thomas went into the woods to gather supplies. Suddenly, someone lunged at him, a runner who had entered the maze earlier. Thomas scrambled to escape. Others, noticing the disturbance, quickly subdued the runner. They realized he had been injured by a monster. The infection had driven him insane. With no other choice, they threw him back into the maze, using sticks to drive him further until he was trapped inside. The gate then shut completely. The next day, with one runner missing, Albie decided to enter the maze himself to search for a way out. It wasn't until the maze was about to close that they reappeared in sight. Albie seemed to have fainted. Another runner, unwilling to abandon him, carried him to escape. But everyone at the base dared not enter to help, as the gate was about to close. Then Thomas made a shocking decision. He squeezed through the narrowing gap of the almost closing gate. Though he succeeded, once inside, they couldn't get out. Miho was stunned by Thomas's recklessness but quickly realized that Thomas had just arrived and didn't know the dangers of the maze. Miho refused to stay put and wait for death. He planned to find a place to hide, but Thomas hid the leader in a vine-covered wall. Suddenly, a monster appeared before them. Miho and Thomas ran for their lives. Before they could get far, Thomas noticed the nearby walls closing in. A wild idea struck him. He shouted provocatively, luring the monster toward him. As the monster ran into the closing walls, it was crushed to death. The next day, when the maze's gate opened, everyone was shocked to see them alive. No one had ever survived a night in the maze before. They planned to recruit Thomas as a runner. But then, a sound came from the mysterious passage outside.